Everybody knew that Puff took Tupac blueprint and changed Biggs and Bad Boy image. I Get Around talked about how fly you was, how many girls you mess with, how many cars you drive, how much money you got, what you willing to do. He took his image.
What if the biggest mystery in hip-hop wasn't a tragedy, but the greatest escape in music history? Gene Deal Diddy's former bodyguard has just dropped bombshell claims about Tupac's last night in Vegas, Diddy's obsession with him, and a plan so wild it flips 27 years of headlines upside down. Buckle up, because this tea is scalding.
Pac was the first one on the scene wearing Versace shirts. He went and got the same Versace shirts Pac had. Which, all right, some dudes would do that. You would never catch me wearing something that somebody else got. He was knocking down all the women that he thought Pac was knocking down. And what I mean is having sex with them. Why would you want to have sex with women you know for sure a dude that was once cool with you was dealing with? That's that image. Because you got to realize, bruh, Puff and Pac was cool at one time. We know this. Mopreem said that they was going to sign the Bad Boy. So if he was going to sign to Bad Boy, it was because of Corey and them. I put that picture on the internet. I put the picture on my channel of Corey Jones. Just Corey Jones, Corey Jacobs? I think Corey Jacobs and Pac right next to each other. Those was the real bad boys of Bad Boy. You understand? Those are the ones who got the 16 to life sentence that Pac was gonna go and be with them first. But then Mopreem said, when it became just Big and Puff, because Corey then went to jail, he changed his direction. But nobody know why Pac and Puff fell out like they did. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody know why. But Puff had an obsession with him for whatever reason it was, because he started wanting to act. He started wanting to rap. He had an obsession so bad that at his Grammy Award winning speech, he used the same speech that Pac used. That shit is crazy. So when I say I'm obsessed with talking about Puff and telling y'all the truth, who's obsessed with who? Pac had Sarah before Puff. Allegedly, he had Sally before Puff. And Kim had an obsession or liked Pac so much, she on the red carpet with Tupac shirt on. Who's obsessed with who?
So you believe Diddy, he only got with Sarah Chapman because Pac, he had her at one point.
And it was a bet in the office. Sarah was messing with an NBA basketball player. Puff bet all the niggas didn't believe that he could get it within 2 weeks. $100. So she actually was a $100 bet that he got.
And who was the NBA player?
I think it was Gary Payton, allegedly. That's what he said. Somebody said, she messed with Gary Payton? I bet you I get it. I bet you I have it within 2 weeks. Me and him and Sarah went to this party in Chicago that he was hosting with the Streets Entertainment. And we went to the store called Cranberry and I forgot, Cranberry, and it's one of those stores, like, you get fragrance, and you get candles, colognes and stuff like that. It's called Cranberry and something. And from that point on, yeah. But you gotta realize, Misa and Kim was friends. Misa and Kim was friends. He started dealing with Kim over Misa. Kim and Sarah was friends. I mean, hand to hand, pots and pans. They was close. They all used to, Sarah, Kim, and this other girl, I think she was from Atlanta. What's her name? It missed me right now. But they all used to hang together. So then he went from Kim to Sarah. And he liked to do the friend thing. It looked like that.
Everyone knows the official story. Tupac shocker shot in Vegas, died 6 days later, end of an era. But Deal says that's not the real story, and he was inside the bad boy machine when it all went down. According to him, Diddy wasn't just competing with Pac, he was trying to become him.
I know a lot of people have been watching and waiting for this day. Tupac Shakur is a music legend, and for a long time, this community and worldwide have been wanting justice for Tupac.
Deal paints a picture of Diddy copying Pac's style, his clothes, even dating women Pac had been with, all while using Pac's own blueprint to build the bad boy empire. He even claims Diddy repeated one of Pac's Grammy speeches word for word. This wasn't homage. This was identity theft.
Huge developments in the murder investigation of rapper Tupac Shakur. Police announced an arrest in the killing of the hip-hop legend 27 years ago in Las Vegas.
On fight night in Las Vegas 1996, Tupac was riding high but on edge. According to Deal and other insiders, Pac knew a hit was planned. Instead of waiting to be cornered, he flipped the script and activated a plan that had been quietly brewing for months.
The other one as well. Where do you stand with what happened with Tupac? Do you think Biggie was a part of it? Do you think Puff was a part of it?
I never heard Puff say anything about doing anything to Tupac or Suge.
Right.
I've heard people around Puff say things about that, but I never. Came back downstairs, he was heated. He said, yo, Gene, I got 126 employees, and these people depend on me for their livelihoods. If these white folks thought or they would think that I had anything to do with any kind of, they wasn't gonna, and they not gonna with me. He said, I'm a businessman. I'm about making money, but something gotta change. I don't give a if Pac gotta die, Big gotta die, or Suge Knight go to jail. Something's gotta change. And he took upstairs, he turned around and walked back upstairs. And it didn't dawn on me what he said. And then my man looked at me and Bun was like, yo, that dead Big.
Body doubles, conflicting reports, helicopter sightings, secret safe houses. Deal says Pac's Makaveli persona wasn't just a stage name, it was the playbook. From the hospital chaos to a private flight off the grid, the whole scene was allegedly choreographed to look like a fatal shooting while the real Pac slipped away.
Everybody who knows what goes to Vegas and been around Vegas doing fight nights or any other kind of thing that's large, at a large scale like that, they got cameras, brother. They got cameras everywhere. They got red light cameras. Red light cameras is when shots are fired, they automatically goes off. So any cars that are speeding, they begin taping. Let me use my investigation skills, right? They were in a rented car. Now, a rented car that was a Cadillac, which is a luxury car at the time. So the person going to have a credit card, and an ID. So who rented that car? Why we never heard about who rented the car?
Pac wasn't just another celebrity. His family had deep ties to the Black Panther Party, the same networks that once smuggled fugitives to Cuba. Deal claims those channels were reactivated that night, giving Pac a lifeline few people even knew existed.
Pac knew Big ain't had nothing to do with that quad studio, and he know Big was no king of New York or none of that shit. I believe that, and I know from what Big was telling me, that he knew Pac and Puff hated each other. That put more of a battery in Puff back about Pac, and Pac mad at Big, and he mad the fact that Big went on and signed and was with Puff like that. Pac told Big not to fuck with him, but Big told me, this verbatim, I can't be mad at Diddy because he showed me how to get money. So the same formula that Puff used on Big, Big used on his own artists.
Fast forward to today. Diddy's empire is under federal investigation, ex-employees are flipping, and whispers about his role in Pac's ambush are louder than ever. Deal says follow the money trail, and it all comes crashing down. In his view, Diddy thought he erased his rival, but the rival might still be watching. From paramedics to photographers to Suge Knight himself, insiders keep dropping hints. Wrong height on the coroner's report, odd autopsy photos, and Suge publicly saying, I never saw him take his last breath. Even Pac's own godson teased that he's alive overseas. These aren't random conspiracy fans, they're people who were there. If Pac is alive, imagine the price of survival, decades off stage, friends gone, watching hip-hop evolve without you. Psychologists call it a rebirth. For a man like Pac, it would be exile and transformation. If he came back now, he wouldn't be the same person we remember. This isn't just gossip, it's a live wire question running through the industry. Could Tupac return and take down the last pieces of Diddy's empire? Could decades of hidden footage and sealed testimonies blow the lid off one of music's darkest chapters? For 27 years, we've mourned a legend. But what if he's been alive, watching, waiting for justice? As Diddy's world crumbles, the timing couldn't be more explosive. Gene Deal's revelations have turned a cold case into a ticking time bomb. So what do you believe? Was Tupac's death the ultimate illusion, or is this just hip-hop's biggest myth? Drop your thoughts below, and if you want more deep dives into the real stories behind the headlines, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next.